Hey, good afternoon, everybody. It's April 22nd, 2023, and we are in the Old Testament. We are in the book of Leviticus. We're going to read chapter 18. All right. Law is about sexual morality. Oh, boy. All right. Well, as we're reading this, we've got the usual ones coming out against homosexuality, coming out against adultery, coming out against out of wedlock. We get a whole big section on incest. Who can't sleep with your two sisters, and I might hear you say, well, wait a minute, if you're not allowed to sleep with two sisters, what about Jacob and Rachel and Leah? Don't sleep with your daughter-in-law. Hey, what about Judah and Tamar? Not allowed to sleep. What about now? Bear in mind, whenever we had those stories, they were not presented as, wow, this is what you should be doing. There was always that element of, should not have been happening. Judah and his daughter-in-law, it's pretty much called out as sin. Without actually getting that far, when you get Rachel and Leah, it's not presented as a good idea. There's a lot of animosity and fighting going on there. So yeah, some of that has happened previously in the Old Testament, but it was never God's will. It was never God's plan for that. We were dealing with, well, we start with Adam and Eve, so there's got to be some kind of incest going on if you only got two people and their descendants. If we want Abraham and his descendants to go with godly people, it's only his family at that point, so that, yeah, there's some incest in there. But now we're getting to a nation, and God is coming out and saying, okay, you know what? I didn't say anything before. I mean, I'll let you know I wasn't happy with it, but now I'm going to tell you outright, don't do it. And we see that through the Bible. It's not that God is unchanging. God isn't changing the rules. He's just going to go back and clarify and say, hey, you know what? You took my silence as permission, but it's not permission. You just weren't ready for me to tell you don't do that anymore. So keep that in mind as we're reading through this section. So let's go ahead and we're going to read Leviticus chapter 18. Then the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, speak to the children of Israel, and say to them, I am the Lord your God. According to the doings of the land of Egypt where you dwelt, you shall not do. And according to the doings of the land of Canaan where I am bringing you, you shall not do, nor shall you walk in their ordinances. You shall observe my judgments and keep my ordinances to walk in them. I am the Lord your God. You shall therefore keep my statutes and my judgments, which if a man does, he shall live by them. I am the Lord. None of you shall approach anyone who is near of kin to him to uncover his nakedness. I am the Lord. The nakedness of your father or the nakedness of your mother you shall not uncover. She is your mother, you shall not uncover her nakedness. The nakedness of your father's wife you shall not uncover. It is your father's nakedness. The nakedness of your sister, the daughter of your father, or the daughter of your mother, whether born at home or elsewhere, their nakedness you shall not uncover. The nakedness of your son's daughter or your daughter's daughter, their nakedness you shall not uncover, for theirs is your own nakedness. The nakedness of your father's wife's daughter, begotten by your father, she is your sister. You shall not uncover her nakedness. You shall not uncover the nakedness of your father's sister. She is near of kin to your father. You shall not uncover the nakedness of your mother's sister, for she is near of kin to your mother. You shall not uncover the nakedness of your father's brother. You shall not approach his wife. She is your aunt. You shall not uncover the nakedness of your daughter-in-law. She is your son's wife. You shall not uncover her nakedness. You shall not uncover the nakedness of your brother's wife. It is your brother's nakedness. You shall not uncover the nakedness of a woman and her daughter, nor shall you take her son's daughter or her daughter's daughter to uncover their nakedness. They are near of kin to her. It is wickedness. Nor shall you take a woman as a rival to her sister to uncover her nakedness while the other is alive. Also you shall not approach a woman to uncover her nakedness as long as she is in her customary impurity. Moreover, you shall not lie carnally with your neighbor's wife to defile yourself with her, and you shall not let any of your descendants pass through the fire to Molech, nor shall you profane the name of your God. I am the Lord. You shall not lie with a male as with a woman. It is an abomination. Nor shall you mate with any animal to defile yourself with it. Nor shall any woman stand before an animal to mate with it. It is perversion. Do not defile yourselves with any of these things, for by all these the nations are defiled, which I am casting out before you. For the land is defiled. Therefore I visit the punishment of its iniquity upon it, and the land vomits out its inhabitants. You shall therefore keep my statutes and my judgments, and shall not commit any of these abominations, either any of your own nation, or any stranger who dwells among you. For all these abominations the men of the land have done who were before you, and thus the land is defiled, lest the land vomit you out also when you defile it, as it vomited out the nations that were before you. For whoever commits any of these abominations, the persons who commit them shall be cut off from among their people. Therefore you shall keep my ordinance, so that you do not commit any of these abominable customs which were committed before you, and that you do not defile yourselves by them. I am the Lord your God. May God bless the reading of his word. May God bless you. Bye.